There's an organization, Home Investors of America. I know you're familiar with them. They're like the commercial counterparts to what you do. They rehab and take foreclosed properties, mostly single-family homes. I was reading in the St. Louis Business Journal the other day about how they were ranking cities for affordability in terms, and they listed St. Louis ranked the 8th best market in the nation for real estate investing in the second quarter of this year. My question is this sort of an irony considering the problem we're in, or does it stand to reason that St. Louis would rank so high?
Well, I mean, from a property valuation standpoint, we've seen on the West Coast and the East Coast and Florida great swings in appreciated value going way up ridiculously fast and then crashing on the backside of all this, and they're having lots of problems with valuation. Here in the Midwest, by and large, we've had pretty modest, pretty steady increases in valuation, so we haven't seen these wild swings. So if you're an investor, there's lots of property regrettably coming in the marketplace. St. Louis certainly is a single-family community, so you can find a lot of affordable homes at decent prices that you can get in relatively inexpensively and then convert to something else as an investor. So yes, it is a good time to purchase, but we urge and hope folks are going to be an asset to that community and not just simply buy a home, slap some paint on it, and not care about the community, not care about who's going to live in that home. Because a vacant home is terrible, but if you don't take care of the property and have a bad tenant in there, that's not good for the neighborhood either.
Yeah, Stephen, I'm curious on your perspective from this, from a developer standpoint.
Well, the affordability is one thing that makes living in St. Louis attractive, and the market here is much more stable. So for development, it's both a positive and a negative from the standpoint of if it's affordable to purchase homes, to rehabilitate homes and get them back into the market and stabilize communities, that's a good thing. On the other hand, it can make it more challenging if values are too low, because it costs just as much to rehabilitate that property and get it back into the market, but if you can't get the return on it, then it's economically it doesn't make sense, and that's what happens in a lot of communities where if prices are too depressed. So there's sort of a warning on the other end of it, in that having things be too low can make it infeasible to do redevelopment. It's why in a lot of areas you won't see active private developers in those areas, and those are the kinds of areas we work in, where you're going into areas where there isn't a healthy market and you're trying to establish that market, and a not-for-profit will do that and hopefully sort of bring that back to a healthy level, and then private investors will follow.
Okay, thank you.